Everyone wants in on the fight game. Boxing is back in the headlines. UFC events look like music festivals. Netflix is streaming fights and celebrities are jumping in. And every month, there's some new fight league launching with hype. But ever wonder why these promotions keep popping up and disappear just as fast? Most people only see the knockout highlights, but behind the curtain, this is one of the toughest businesses to survive in. Let's break down what actually goes wrong and why only a handful of fight promotions make it past year one. At the top, it looks unstoppable. The UFC, Matchroom, PBC, these aren't just fight promotions. They are full-scale media machines. They make money from pay-per-view, long-term media deals, ESPN, The Zone, sponsorships, merch, video games, ticket sales. And they are spending big. Fighter contracts, production, full-time staff, global travel, year-round events. But what most people don't see is the scale behind the show. Trying to copy that, that's how new promotions end up bankrupt after their debut. To show you how this works, you need to understand how brutal the business side actually is, even for leagues with momentum. The fight world isn't one. One championship focuses on Asia and on values and sleek visuals. BKFC went in on the chaos, blood, and violence. And back in the days, with Karate Combat, we made it look like a movie. None of them tried to be the UFC or HBO boxing. They found their lane and leaned into it. That leads us to how most fight promotions get it wrong. They skip the part where identity comes before scale. Over the years, dozens of fight leagues launched with buzz and disappeared in months. Some had big names, some had money. Most didn't even make it to the second show. And what happened? No identity, no story, and no reason to care. Just another cage, ring, another walkout, another forgettable show, copy-paste, UFC Juniors. To show you how it works, take a failed league that spent $1 million on production and folded before their second fight. That actually happened. And here's the reality of most regional and local fight promotions. They make money through fighters hustling ticket sales, local sponsors, a bit of merch, maybe a stream or basic pay-per-view. They spend on venue, fighter pay, production, maybe a small team. It's gritty, it's unstable, and it only works if the team knows how to stretch every single dollar. Trying to be mini UFC usually leads straight to the graveyard. Let me give you an example that simplifies this. It's not about being big, it's about being sharp. Clarity over chaos. There's a deeper issue, and it's not the money. Most promotions don't actually know what they are. They start because someone loves fights or think they can make money. That's like opening a restaurant because you like eating. Doesn't make too much sense, right? No menu, no audience, no story, and no edge. Most people fail here because they never define what they're actually building. But once that's clear, everything else starts to align. What is the product? Is the product the live experience, the stream, the hype, the brand, advertising, a pathway for fighters? Each one of those require a different playbook. Some fans care about knockouts, some care about storylines, some are just, following their guy from the local gym. But let me simplify this for you. If the product isn't defined, the audience won't care. And the sponsors won't either. Every week, there's another event that looks exactly the last one. Same walkouts, same music, same lighting, same posters. But the promotions that stick, they build a world around the fights. With Dirty Boxing, we went raw and underground. With Karate Combat, it looked like a movie. Bare knuckle fighting leaned into the blood and violence, how people remember, even when there's no event going on. Next, I'm going to show you how smart content keeps a promotion alive, especially when nothing's going on. Fight week isn't enough. The big players post content every single day, multiple times. Training, beef, behind the scenes, weigh-ins, call-outs, press conference, and the drama. They stay in the feed year-round every single day. At Dirty Boxing, we dropped content before we even had a fight. People were following the league before anyone got in the cage. That's what people care about. They want to know your story. They want to see how you build something, how you fail. Now you know that. Let me show you how real structure brings sponsors to the table. When brands look at new promotions, they don't care how cool the logo is. They want to see a proper schedule, a content plan, audience numbers, a reason to believe that you will deliver what you promise. That doesn't mean millions of followers. It won't hurt for sure, but it means professionalism and predictability. A clear calendar beats a hype reel. And what happened next? For the ones that got this right, the money showed up. Because structure sells. Some promotions die fast, some grind it out. A few build something that actually matters. But the truth? This game isn't just about hype. It's about building with intention, whether you're in the business, in the ring, or just watching from front row. If you've ever wondered why some fight leagues blow up while others vanish, now you know. And if you're just here for the stories, trust me, this world's only getting crazier. And ever wondered how the big guys print money? In the next video, I'll break down how the UFC and top boxing brands became billion-dollar media engines, and what that means for everyone else chasing this game.